I mentioned in the previous video that one of the most common reasons that SMEs fail is that they grow too fast and waste money by not focusing. The two other most common reasons are the failure to differentiate and the lack of clear marketing. So in this video, I want to introduce a couple of simple ideas to help you think through these two issues. In basic terms, you differentiate yourself on the basis of price and quality, and the simplest strategy is either to be the cheapest or the highest quality provider. But there are more subtle strategies that fall between these two extremes, and the strategy clock allows you to consider whether these might work for you. I'll just take you through the different positions on the strategy clock using a few examples. So position 1 is your cheap and cheerful positioning. Think of cheap plonk or car brands such as Dacia or Kia. They do the basic job at the lowest price and are available to the mass market. Here your margins may be small, but your volumes could be large. As you go round, past positions 2, 3 and 4, quality and price both increase, but your customer base becomes smaller as fewer people can afford the product. By the time you get to position 5, you're into specialist or luxury products with high margins but low volumes, things such as Rolls Royces or vintage champagnes. Positions 6 to 8 are the danger zone, where your value in your product doesn't justify your high price. So what you do is first compare the quality of your product to your competitors, which gives you your vertical position. Then you compare your price to your competitors to set your horizontal position, and you see where you sit. Ending up in positions 1 to 5 is fine, so long as your marketing brings this out and so long as the volumes and margins are sustainable. But positions 6 to 8 are what you need to avoid, along with being right in the middle, as this very average position means you don't have any particular differentiation at all. Once you've used the strategy clock to determine how to differentiate yourself from your competitors, the next step is to work out the best way of exploiting it. And that's where the second idea, the 5 C's, comes in. The 5 C's is a simple checklist of potential tactics you can use to make the most of your position. The first C, compete, is the simplest tactic and just involves head-on competition for customers. Concentrate is about finding ways to maximize the profit into your part of the value chain. Amazon did this by cutting out the bookshops, and the supermarkets do this by negotiating really hard with their suppliers, such as farmers. Capture is about identifying new customer segments that you can dominate, whilst create is about generating primary demand for a new product, in the way that Apple have done with mobile devices. The final one, cooperate, is a really important one for SMEs. It allows you to source other people's innovations and provide an exploitation path for your innovations. It helps build relationships with suppliers and customers, and overall it allows you to punch above your weight without the risks of having to grow everything yourself. With the 5 C's, you need to consider all of them and then cut out any that are definitely not desirable or possible given your position on the strategy clock. Whatever is left, and that's usually 3 out of the 5 C's, they become the foundation for your future growth plans. Now, I've hoped you found these videos useful as a source of ideas on how to plan your growth. And if you'd like to see future videos, please subscribe.